Ooh, welcome back to the Anime Man's adventure into Ash of Gods. I'm actually Patinator. He's the Anime Man. He's got an anime plan. He's got everything to do. We're gonna level stuff up before we upgrade you. Okay, that was too fast. I feel like I should have looked at stuff more. Let's look at stuff more before we start clicking things. I think we were gonna have a long Anime Man chapter here. It's also really early. You haven't even had breakfast yet. I woke up like I wanna play this thing. Double strike, extra double strike action, and more damage to double strike. Don't mind if I do. What's your unique ability? What's your passive? More killing means more iron, so we can make him extra tanky. We can get more energy from this. Or we can just go and yeah. I'm satisfied with this action. Bola will find herself in the next fight real soon. But right now we're gonna talk to Alice. You were on a pilgrimage, weren't you, Alice? Why were you alone? Were your companions killed? You're asking a lot of questions for a guy you just met and is in prayer. Frisian monks don't normally travel alone when not in Frisia. I mean, maybe they shouldn't travel alone, period. Unless they're punished. My penance is to visit 10 different menhirs and spill my blood on each. It's punishment for expressing my impure inclinations. With the theme of this half of the game, this is probably sex. So how many have you visited, little one? Just a triple menhir. It counts as one as far as I'm concerned. The menhirs in Frisia don't count. Well, you'll be on the road. Will you carry on with your pilgrimage? That's a more relevant question. Everyone is just adding a sentence to another sentence, so we went with that one. Also, you're gonna hear some noise. I'm gonna adjust the mic so it points at my mouth a bit more. There we go. I'm considering it. They say that when you're a monk, you're always on a pilgrimage, even if you never go anywhere. But I'm no longer certain I should pour blood on the sacred stones. What can stop you? I was punished for asking the Primarch how prayers in Frisian prosperity can possibly align with executing Frisian people, and how God's mercy factors in. He didn't reply. Why did you become a monk? Well, it wasn't by choice. My parents handed me over in lieu of paying the temple tithe. That is a hell of a tithe. Here you go, one kid. Wow, kids go for cheap these days. Also, this is a responsibility and an expense. Not a tithe. They had no choice. Vendils have difficult lives in Frisia. Despite all the hardship, I'm not complaining. Everyone chooses their own paths, although tell my parents about it. My brother drowned in tears because of me. My father destroyed his body with manual labor. Did you actually choose to become what you are? I could have chosen death. I'd have chosen death if I'd been the only one to die. Are you hiding anything? Well, pray day. Are you hiding anything from me? Do you have the details? Once a month, they bring young women to the temple to help the monks release the tension in their loins. I personally wasn't interested in the female body, which vexed me. Primarch. Oh, neat. You have other inclinations? Forgive me, Icon, but that's not your concern. So, if we're going with the metaphor of him being like different from everybody else, well, not a metaphor, but like with the implication, he's gay. Which is totally fine, but it's weird that they're presenting it this way. I don't see the overall theme yet, but maybe we'll discover it. Or maybe that's the discovery here. Like, he's coming out of his metaphorical closet to become, like, not an asshole. And he's already, like, okay with himself. Sort of? Maybe that's why he's on his little journey, because the monks are homophobes? I suppose you're right, but it seems to me that you're holding something back. Yeah, my friend was a young monk, just like me. He died from overexertion. If you know what I mean. I lost my temper when talking with the Primarch. Prior to sending me on this pilgrimage, they lashed me 200 times with salt. Did they lash you? Oh, they salted the wounds probably. They didn't actually make salt whips and then start hitting him. That would be inefficient. He can't sleep on his back. Well, pray to the gods. Grant us luck when you have time. What do you ask for when you pray? I pray to strengthen my resolve. Is it shaking anything? Okay. Ancestors, Vandal, Shamans. Disapproved of asking the gods for anything a man can achieve on his own. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's continue on our journey on the Camera path. I don't remember. We're going to the Triple Men here. We could also go up the Red Gates, but that feels like a tremendous waste of time. You're barking and growling. Arr. As you draw closer, you see a pack of stepdogs covered in blood and no longer able to scream. She lies in the dirt, desperately trying to protect the bundle. Must be your baby, your companions are wishing to rest. I will Wow. 2 options to do nothing, and 1 not to not help. I'm gonna intervene. You move past your companions and kill most of the dogs with a few swift strides. The rest of the pack scatters whining. Still, the woman is beyond salvation. She clutches her ripped throat and wheezes for air. You have no choice but to put her out of her misery. Her mortified companions watch as you pick up the infant. If a man or woman is dying in agony, it is any warrior's duty to end their misery, you explain. Not to rescue other people's children and waste time looking for a nurse. Fortunately, you soon meet a large company of travelers, one of whom is a nursemaid. You pay her, leaving the infant in her care. Okay. Hungry path. I do want to go to the Gillian altar because it's marginally cheaper. And there's what's the red gates? Perfect place for an ambush. Looks like I'm in distant. Well, I'm gonna go down to Gillian altar just for a change of pace. Let's go do something different. Cattle burial site. Wow, okay. Could have also just gone down here, I guess. To and fro. Go fuck yourselves, man. Red market, red gates. Alright. The road weaves through a thick growth of nut trees and elfin wood. Oh. You can... What the fuck? Where? I keep losing... What? You smell the smoke. Without warning, a stone flies from the shrubs accompanied by children's laughter. A veritable hail of rocks follows, some of which are rather hefty. Keep to the other side of the road. Yeah, I'm just gonna... You know what? I'm gonna ignore him. You tell your companions to move forward with caution. Still, one of the larger stones hits its mark. Through the bushes, you hear jeering the sound of retreating footsteps. Luckily, no one is badly hurt. Oh, fuck these guys. Oh, fuck you. Candy's hurt? Is she actually legitimately hurt? Candy. Oh, fuck those kids. I'm gonna go punish them now. Although that party wasn't good. I probably should have just moved to the other side of the road. But my concern was, it was a trap. And could we move there like, we pushed you here with kids, and now you're gonna get mugged. And then we'd be in trouble. A man dressed as a Frisian commander sits by a rock on the roadside. It's only when you get closer that you realize he's dead. Stiff fingers clasp the hilts of 2 daggers that pierce his lungs through his ripped cage. Buzzing flies have been drawn by the sickly smell of decay. The embrace of death. Shannon cries out in surprise and makes for the corpse. You see the Strix encrusted captain's insignia on the dead man's chest and satchel on his shoulder. Its lid held tight with a piece of string. The marauders haven't yet desecrated the body. Watch him passively. Shannon snatches the pendant from the dead man's chest and rummages through the satchel. Seeing this reminds you of something your mentor said. Everyone stumbles once in a while. The important thing is to acknowledge when it happens, even if it takes time. It is no coincidence that the warrior who committed ritual suicide had a valuable pendant in his chest and a satchel on his back. Whoever claims them shall also shoulder his sins. Not a concern to those already cursed, and aren't you all? An hour later, Shannon asks you why. Why did he do it? To cleanse his spirit? His reputation? You weigh your words carefully. I know one thing. Whatever this Frisian is guilty of, by killing himself, he's ensured that his family will receive support and his children will be allowed to attend temple school. That was dubious. Oh god. Not a lot of Strixes left in our pack. All of a sudden we lost so much just by that deviation, and we gained nothing. Absolutely nothing from that. Oh no. You notice a prostrated merchant near a dry well on the roadside. Oh, I don't want this. This is gonna fuck us. We're also probably gonna reset the Strix counter. Several bundles lie near him. He's alive but exhausted. Stealing his belongings wouldn't befit a warrior of peace, but you can't trade with an unconscious merchant. Bring the merchant to his senses. You ask Reed for help, and she uses some potions on the sleeping man. The merchant awakens a few minutes longer, looking rather healthy. It turns out his horse fell and he hit his head. He managed to bring the sacks to the well, but when he saw there was no water, he got desperate. He's grateful for your help and gives you a small Strix for your trouble. You can also trade with him now. Oh yeah, okay. Cure. Tora Uma. Chokehold. I want more Strixes. Give me Strixes. Yeah. Pretty boring, but this might be relevant. Like the extra walking speed. The extra energy, I don't think so. I do want to buy... I wish I could check what's his name's abilities right now. I want to get the trauma. Trauma's pretty good. Trauma can keep us from getting hit. I already regret buying it, by the way. Just so you know, for the curious. Energy +4? Yeah, sure, we'll take it. Might be good on him if he can equip it, because sometimes we just can't equip anything. 96 Strixes. Good. It didn't reset the Strix counter, and so we can continue on our journey without worrying about our budget. Stop happening, game. And something is happening in the roadside ditch. It sounds like wild dogs have cornered a hog. You hear growls and a muffled squeal. You get closer, and it's no hog. It's a fat, middle-aged Frisian, desperately kicking into dogs. The fuck is wrong with you, game? He doesn't stand a chance. Your companions try to chase the fact. So, we can become more Lofeng or less Lofeng. I'm gonna become less Lofeng. Lofeng does not strike me as a guy I like. So, he can go fuck himself. I'm gonna make him into a new man. In 1 or 2 cricks... Oh, we did this. We literally did this already. The moment you turn your back on him, he tries to kill you. You turn around, deflect the Frisian's blow, and slice his head off. Seeking gratitude makes you vulnerable. Better not seek it, because you're still managed to get some now and then. Search him. Well, we got some more gold. Sure has entered the Badlands here. Oh, enter the Badlands. Your warrior went off. Fuck you, Lofeng. Don't call them that. Or they called themselves that, in which case, go you. Whisper amongst themselves and cast glances your way. Finally, one of them approaches you. You wait for Swarty's question. Can I change my name? Also, I wanted to ask you about the women on your island. But first, you tell me. Do you have slaves? I'll describe the slaves on the island. We have very few slaves. Peasants tend to their own fields, women to their children, and craftsmen to their trade. We only need slaves to train our warriors. You mean, kill them? Tell the truth. You do occasionally, but only in fair duels. Icons have been killed too, but it almost never happens. The Icons fight of their own free will, but these poor wretches. Advisors to the elders look for captive warriors all over Terminum. They buy those who are committed to spend of their lives fighting. Suppose such a slave defeat an Icon, would he be set free? I love that, like, the writing is desperately trying to justify that this culture is maybe okay if you squint a little bit. And they called it the Shadow Clan. Very weird mix of ideas here. No, he'd be killed by another Icon. So there is no freedom, only death. Morale is still low. I would like our morale to be, like, sorted out in a bit, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Still annoyed at those kids threw rocks. You set up camp using the rare moment of calm to reflect upon recent events. Sitting with your hands on your knees, you let the stream of thoughts carry you. Reet fixes her eyes on you as you travel forth. Does she realize what you've sacrificed to save her? Burps. You didn't simply give up some of your strength and skill. You did something utterly unforgivable. Betraying your clan or kidding yourself. Thank God. You suck, Lofeng. And maybe I can improve you. You betrayed the warrior who paid for his life and stole his life. Shitty tradition. He infused your body with a modicum of power skill, yet you never knew his name. His spirit had inhabited many bodies throughout generations of Shadow Clan warriors. Chase the thoughts away. What's done is done. The girl lives and might yet prove useful. She might even sing like she did in Woden. Perhaps she'll reveal the promised shortcut or get the seers to talk to you. The elders of your tribe will forgive much to learn how to kill a Reaper. We are not going back to that tribe. I'm gonna kill that tribe. We get an opportunity to interact with them, I'm gonna murder them. Fuck the Shadow Clan. Fuck their edgy ass bullshit. Fuck their murder party who's like, oh, we're warriors of peace, so where's your money so we can help you? Like, fuck them. We're gonna murder them all. Giving up the stones like losing them. Whining won't bring it back. Just make the remaining arm weaker. Did you lose an arm? I don't think you did. You did. That'd be interesting. Torture Stockade. Such a long distance. The Drowsy Deep is a very peculiar location. 700 years ago, a great battle was waged at the Triple Menhir, turning the deep into a lifeless desert of bones that crunch under horses' hooves. Nobody can linger, thanks to the poisonous air. Yet here you are riding towards the 3 Menhirs, so 3 sacred stones peek over the horizon. Pilgrims call them the fingers of the gods. The Palian scans the wasteland ahead. I see Commander Norse is still in position. Or is that someone else? Hard to tell. I see warriors loitering by the sacred stone, but it's not a whole legion, thank the gods. Is it true that all menhirs become poisonous during a reaping? Oh, I hope my commander didn't touch this one. Reet dispels your doubts. These are Enses, warriors of the menhirs. They only appear in reap time, and they're so dangerous. Once they reach the sacred stone, there's no use talking to them. They'll kill anyone who approaches. The Frisian commander is likely dead. I have to attack. There is no bargaining with them. Possibly. But I feel like this is where smug storytellers be like, I tricked you. I conditioned you into thinking they were bad guys, and had you tried to talk to them, maybe you'd have a different outcome. But fuck them. I'm gonna kill them all. They have no intention of charging. I mean, who do we want to level up? Roar is a 2. That's fine. I like our snipey duo here. These two can wait. Let's level these two up. Rune of Wisdom, plus 1 XP for battle. I want to level you up. Now I want to level Ball up. Plus 5 energy to you. You can't wear it? That's interesting. 70 HP, you can stand it. Rune of Aim, plus 1 attack, 1 for archers, Pearl Necklace, plus 4 energy. There we go, let's go. The Exchange of Souls. I feel like since reducing them to one guy lets him act super fast, what we should do is control things. Like manage their abilities, get some defense going, and then just start slowly strangling them. When in doubt, choke them out, as I have often been known to. What the fuck? This is lightning dude, right? Ooh, Whiplash bad. Whiplash very bad. 2 Whiplash guys. Oh, I don't like this one. I want to go here, reduce their meaningful actions. Yeah, this is fine. If I were to change immediately what I did, I would move this guy here. Have nothing to do right now. So he has a 2 square attack. So moving you here should be fine. No need to increase our defense set. I don't think they can reach us. Yeah, if we're just gonna start buffing each other or something. Whiplash, okay, it's not that long. It's not like a super long super attack. Wish we had like cheaper cards. Okay, so where's your move? Here. So this square is safe. Yeah, this square is safe. Yeah, okay. Man, you got some issues with your move, son. Now for the dance to begin. I hate that there's an argument to be made for just... Oh, that's some long-ass range, son. There's an argument to be made for just not... We're like, if somebody goes down, like, I may as well let everybody die. What do you attack? 60 to health, 23 damage to energy. Yeah, Sunburn attacks energy, so we're gonna go attack his energy. Sunburn, you better take care. Those aren't the lyrics of the song, but I don't care. Rhyming care with care is an act of the gods. I hear. I feel like I should be able to shoot you. These guys can handle Viscero, so we're gonna line up here. Start preparing to murder these guys. And by murder, I mean hassle. Probably should have used my energy there, energy buff. You're dead, I'm gonna kill you. Holy shit, I can't kill you, but I can snipe you. Whammy line. Not a fan of our current positioning. Well, the good news is we're gonna waste our time there, so no real concerns right now. You can only move that much because you don't have energy, so I'm gonna move here. Since we're not really being threatened, I'm gonna pass the turn. We're also gonna reset our actions, which is fantastic. Since now he can immediately hassle the shit out of this guy. Yeah, you can get reached. I think I should do this. I should Cloud Tower first. Cloud Tower, move here and start attacking. Where can we Cloud Tower you? Increase energy by 2. Cloud Tower reduces it by 1. This kills it outright. I think I'm okay with Stone Piercing Gaze. Gives us energy, we have 42 defense, and we can pretty much pass on him for a while we position ourselves. I don't know what that means, but it's nice to know that that happened. You can't hurt me. I've got counterattacks for days, son. I am the super tank. The Superman with a super plan. Sundown. I think if I couldn't shoot you with her, I'd rather shoot you with her. Because she has far less movement. Ah, shit, that's right. She gets in front of the way. Die, ends. You don't belong in this world. As long as we don't line up, we should be fine. My god, if these guys didn't waste their time healing, we'd be in trouble. But since they are... Okay, I guess we're moving forward. Well, here's some good news. They're getting fucked. Like, they're in trouble. I'm gonna spend some energy to run. Like, that guy is a beast. I can hit him? That's just zero his energy. Because he's gonna murder them both. Zero. Who do you think you... Oh my god, they've reset actions. I don't want to move forward. So here is fine. I can jack up our energy. We're at to reset anyway. Gonna armor up. Move forward. This is... No, this is fine. This is fine. We don't have any cards to play. The good news is we didn't move. And we can probably just let them, like, break upon the tides of him. This kills them both, which is nice. It also cancels an action, forces this guy to move. So I'm gonna go with Sudden Abyss. Shazam! And then I guess we're gonna pummel this guy into oblivion. Gonna activate our retaliation. 11 damage, 7 damage, but this one doesn't kill it either. So we're just going to give him the old Furious Strike. Increase our stir. See if he repositions to a place where we can shoot everybody else. Oh my god. They really don't give a shit, huh? You know, this isn't so bad. Like, he still got 42 armor. Like, you ain't hurting him, son. Run, please. Damn, we still can't reach him. And now we got a tremendous amount of HP left. No candy. You're never gonna hurt him. He's too good for you. Let's not line up. Yeah, it's got a free... The whip has a free square line attack. So we don't want to do that. Still got 42. I don't actually know why he still has 42 defense, but I'm not going to complain about him having 42 defense. No, I can shoot you. Whammy. He is desperate. Like, please, please die. Oh man, have I been there? Have I got news for you? He ain't gonna die. He's got all the stir in the world. Skip turn. Oh, This must be depressing. I'm gonna have you kill him. Walla. Big smash. Big smash. I love that most of our characters don't even matter. Well, I don't love it, but we are here. Reaping's Breath. Touch of Chaos. Well, we didn't get wounded, so that's great. And we got Strixus for our trouble, which is also fantastic. Put the weapon down, lady. In the aftermath, Luar addresses you. The commander, Norse. He's done for. These outlanders cut him and his guards. He didn't have the money promised. He tricked me. We should leave now, Icon. The Frisian Legion approach from the north. They won't be happy to see us here. You step on the shard of a witchblade, but swords have lost power upon the deaths of their outlandish warriors. It's unfortunate. They would have made fine trophies. One of the Enzes is still alive, reports Reet. He was wounded in the skirmish with the Frisians. He's unconscious, but I can heal him. He will help us, trust me. You don't have much time, you say coolly. I wouldn't fuss over the wounded. You promised me a shortcut, remember? I remember everything, and I will not forget. Who's Kama? Who's Kama? I guess that's a character we can end up hiring. Who's Kama? Alright. Cut. In effect until next turn. Try tar the lips. All health the damage. That's actually not bad considering he hardly has any energy. 15 damage to it, plus 1 energy. We don't need energy that much. All these abilities seem like they're poorly considered. Not to be extra judgmental, but they seem very poorly considered in that they don't seem to synergize with anything. They're just a list of things. Here you go, more health. Sure. Is that the sound you want to make? Long spear, sure. Line strike. I want to see if we get the... Well, we don't have the defensive buff yet. Serrated tip. Nah, I want a line strike. Anybody else here have a level? There, Doom. My name is Doom. Onslaught becoming more expensive. Doesn't seem that great. More walking. This guy can't get to a fight. We need to get him to a fight faster than he is right now. Oh my god, everyone has something to say about this fucking murder parade. Except you, luckily. This guy's just standing here like, I exist. Loitering forlornly beside the men here, Alice the monk casts wary glances of a dead Frisian incidences. He seems disinterested in trophies and weapons. Did the men here help you, Alice? Did they cure your weakness? Yeah, I'm cured, I guess. I just can't get over walking side by side with death. Well, Lofeng says, it's common knowledge, but... No, wait, Lofeng doesn't say this, he says this. Fucking interface. It's common knowledge, but standing between the stones is much preferred to touching them. Today I learned why. I saw the dead Frisian Spider-Man here and knew that touching it is what killed some of them. Do you know anything about a sage in the steppe? There's all kinds of folks in the steppe. Hard to tell whether someone's a sage or a cannibal. I think the gods have never met either. No, truthfully, I can't say for sure about the cannibals. Alice suddenly remembers something. On occasion, my brethren encounter small interface things like this absolutely fucking bug me. Because it's so... It breaks with how the game has been interfaced. Like, if this is his dialogue, it should be his face there. But whatever, I guess. But I guess because his face is here, we just have to assume that Lofeng is the... We have no reason to think that we're not Lofeng. Anyway, which is what pisses me off about this interface more. On occasion, my brethren encountered a sorcerer on the Kimba path. He claimed to be looking after men here, but that's bullshit. There are no sacred stones in the area other than their claning men here, and needs no minding. I turn around and leave without another word, having lost interest in the conversation. Oh, so the warrior wenches deserve their own screen, but not Alice. Candy looks troubled. She keeps checking her weapons and counting under her breath. Listen, Icon, we've wasted enough time here. We should leave. It is too late to leave. Why is that? The Frisians aren't here yet. Why should we wait for them? They've already arrived. 3 legions closing from 3 directions. This is their rendezvous point. Rendezvous point. We can deal with a patrol or two, but not 3 legions. I don't understand. What are you implying, Icon? I shall wait for Pelko Satori. He's assuming command of all 3 legions, which you and I served up on a silver platter. Don't make such a face. I know you've no reason to like him, but he also promised to protect anyone who aids me. I wouldn't trust a word he says, but I'm no Icon, let alone an Icon warrior. Perhaps he wouldn't dare trick you. I suppose I'd share the good news with the others. Tell me, why do you need us? There's no choice, Candy. The alternative is death. And no, I have no use for you. None of you. But I have no use for your dead bodies, however. Oh, that's as close to nice as he's gonna get. I'll talk to you. Why are you looking at corpses, lady? I swear to God, she looks different. Do you need me, Icon? This Enza's name is Kama. He's still weak, but he can walk and will recoup quickly. He'll fight for us. Why should I trust him? The Enzas are the servants of the reaping. However, the magic that binds them isn't very strong. I can lift the enchantment. If it's so easy to recruit servants for the reaping, why isn't anyone doing it? The Frisians, the temple servants, why don't they control the Enzes? If we do control them, the reapers in the temple control the Enzes. Do you think the reaping comes like a storm? The Enzes are poisoned, but some of them are not completely seized by madness yet. And there are a few, but they can be saved. You can recruit an Enz who hasn't lost his mind yet. Only if he's not attacking, there's no reaper present, and there's no men here nearby, or if it's in soaking blood. Holy shit, dude. Then if I'm lucky, I can recruit. The Kimura held Enzes in shackles for weeks to remove the enchantment. With Kama, we're lucky so much blood has been spilled here lately. The Menhir's powers have waned. The Menhir drives them crazes? You're a great sorceress. I'm the best healer and spellweaver in my family. Not that my skills actually indicate that. And even though I like to pore over ancient manuscripts, I'm also a warrior. Look at me, I can do everything. Kama is no longer susceptible to the Reaper's enchantments. Where did they come from? Same place as the Menhirs. Kimuran. Wisdom likens the Enzes to bees. Their hive came with the Menhirs and landed somewhere in hail. To these bees, Menhir are their flowers, and every reaping is springtime. They awaken from this slumber and sting. That is not the relationship between bees and flowers, I think. I discovered the birds and the bees through pornography, not through discussion. So what are they spreading then, if the flower metaphor actually holds? Why are they wearing masks? Different peoples have different customs. Why wear pants? Because it's expected. No, because it also protects your ding-dong and your giblies. In the Enz's homeland, Viscon is scorching. A mask protects the face and it terrifies the enemy. It's your responsibility now. Yes, mine and mine only. The Kimura descent from Enzes. We're children of incest. Neat. That explains this. Kama brings fresh blood, and Anza's lifespan is short. In 2 or 3 years, Terminum will devour all that still survive. Do you want him to sire your child? Who is this fresh blood for? For you? No, it's none of your concern. You're right. It's not my concern. No, I'm not looking for a father to sire a child. I want to talk to him. Keep in mind, I can easily sense dishonesty. Then why would you have to mention it? I'm gonna go talk to Doom. Why are you staring at Icon? I'm the same old Doom. Not being opaque, it's just a bit late for me to start from scratch. But what choice do I have? You could stay here? And do what? Fraternize with the girls? Then have me turning a grindstone at the mill. Then bind me to it and throw me off a cliff. No thank you. I'd rather go with you. Whatever you do, it's your choice. If you're coming with me, get ready. We leave soon. Doesn't take much these days. Straighten my clothes, tie my belt. That's it. I'm ready. Can't help but wonder if what they say about Menhirs is true. If someone is ailing, they should walk between the toes. Obviously you shouldn't touch them. Like petting a rattlesnake, that is. You wouldn't know unless you try. So where's our movement? So, he's red icon, which means the story moves forward with him, so we're gonna click that last. Riddor scans the horizon. You wonder what he's looking for. You know these lands. Which way would you choose to approach Berkana? There isn't much snow. The Hungary path is bad, and the Mox path is no better. Same goes for the Frisian road. I've been here a year, and I traveled them all quite a bit. What's wrong with the Frisian road? Or are you still a watchman? I'd say it's a wicked path swarming with gulls. As it is, we don't want to run into Frisian patrols either. There will be plenty of merchants and inns in that road. Not so much women. The gals keep a watchful eye over their tasty morsels. You gotta... 2018, man. What scares you about the Hungry Path? I think that's what annoys me most about it. Like with medieval stories. Yeah, let me digress for a second. But what annoys me the most about medieval stories is that yes, we know that gender equality, or at least the attempt, or at least the talk of it is, well, okay, the talk of it isn't fairly recent, but they've been certainly better now than before. It's not great. It's not even good in many locations around the world. But it's also improving. And back in the day, things were not as good, or at least worse. Not necessarily not as good, but certainly worse. But when you're telling a story, unless it's a period piece specifically designed to point out that fact, specifically designed to shine a light on that and, enlighten more people about it, why keep pressing on that button? Are you saying anything new? Are you adding to the narrative? Are you improving people's knowledge of the era and why, it was negative back then? Otherwise, you're just being a dick and you're just kind of reveling in it. And that's fucked up as a writer. everything must have a point. That's why a lot of writers say that. Well, designers say you keep building until there's nothing left to build. Writers are like, I'm gonna keep writing and then cut things down and remove things that are unnecessary. If the random misogyny isn't necessary, or if it's just building building context, we don't need. If the context isn't needed, it shouldn't be there. It better add up to something. All this women talk. What scares you about the hungry path? I like you, Roar. I don't like how you're written, but I like you. The land on both sides of the path is strewn with monk's bones, evidence of the gales at their worst. The path have always reeked of death. No amount of water can wash away the foul taste. What's wrong with the pilgrim's path? Yeah, it's like the hungry path, but worse. Holy shit, let's not go there. All ravines, gullies, and brambles, ambush territory. Watchmen don't venture down that road. Even in broad daylight. Not to mention the wild beasts and crawling critters. No squatting to relieve yourself. Well, we should choose one of the roads, choose the way, and we'll follow suit. We can take either path before the freezing legions arrive. Depends on where you want to end up. However, the destination is no consequence in the company of such beauties, nor is the direction. Do you know anything about a shortcut through the steppe? I don't know a shortcut, but I've seen a Kimura disappear in that arid land with my own eyes. One moment you see a whole group, but by the time you climb a hill, they're already out of sight. It's rumored they're aided by wandering men here and a sage that looks after it, but I know nothing more. Alright. Swarty. What's up with you? You approach Swarty and notice water skins behind her. She's either thirsty or in the middle of cleaning herself up. A woman can't find a place to watch without being watched. I stepped behind the men here, but Rura was doing his business there. That man has no shame. He beckoned to me. Asked everyone to hold a piece of cloth as a screen while you wash. How is your neck? It's no worse. It burns, of course, but the pain eased well after I walked between the rocks. They restored my strength to be sure. When will the ulcer disappear? When the reaping ends. Or when we all die. Try to ignore it for now. We need to save water. It's better to smell than to die first. Don't speak for everyone. You wouldn't sheath a notched and gory sword, would you? My body's much like your sword. Yeah, I get that. Just as lethal, you mean? Yeah, that's the one. Swarty turns red, stutters to say something and falls silent. Yeah. I know how to play game. What the fuck is... That's such a weird thing to animate. I'm just gonna keep my eye on this thing for a while. Where are you going? Ah, there's more of them. Holy shit. That shouldn't even have come from there. I mean, that's not how wind works. Did the triple men here first? I'm gonna walk between them. Suddenly feel at peace, your wounds are healed, your mind settled, seeing that you're unharmed, we follow your lead. Leave. Oh, that's good. Not that we were injured that much, but at least we got rid of... What's her name? So Shannon wants to say something. Shannon crawled with Bola. You could ask Shannon what it was about. What is it, Icon? I hear to question me about the little argument with Bola. Just sit back and enjoy my show. You realize if I wanted to kill her, I could just snap my fingers. Why? Are you a mage? What was the argument about? Could be about you. You don't believe me. Alright. I saw a ruby earring in a Frisian's ear, so I cut it off, ear and all. But guess what? This whore told me off. Told me I shouldn't defile the bodies. You remind me of a peacock, fanning out feathers and flaunting around. No fight nor flight. Doing everything pretty, but looking good doing it. Just remember, Icon, a crazy peacock is no safer than a rabid wolf. They shoot rabid wolves from a distance. Same goes for foxes. This metaphor got away from the writer. I'm gonna go talk to Bola. Bola hides her face when she notices you. You didn't intend to go around moralizing, but you don't want tension in your party. What do you want? I like her the most. I love her pose the most because it shows off the most attitude. And yeah, considering what people have heard me say on this channel, that's a weird thing to say for me. But I gotta say, a lot of it is like just for fun. But I guess it can't be harmful fun, so maybe I should tone down that. But the point is, I love her pose the most because it shows off the most character. Like it's the most dynamic of the poses, and the pose doesn't need to be dynamic to present character, but hers shows it off the most. I've never seen a girl fight. Trust me, there'll be more. Grab hair and knock out teeth. You won't hear me complain. You're not here. I saw her lunge at you. She was showing off. She's hot-tempered and quick to flare up. She knew there were men watching. Men love a good cat fight. So I told her off. A fine excuse. Shannon is so fetching in a fight. She's better than I am. What did you tell her? I told her that I won't tolerate her whims. I can't stand it when the dead are mutilated. I can't stand it when someone judges up anger, as if I'm not angry enough. I like you the most, Ven. Even your character design, even though it's a little belty, is nice. What happened to the ruby? A ruby? Did she tell you that? I couldn't care less about the ruby. Have you seen the Inquisitor's collection in Voden? Shannon has it now, and she's expanding it. She also took the torture equipment there. I wonder what's driving her. Shannon needs to be monitored. Shannon is going to be a problem. Shannon's carrying torture equipment around. Don't fuss, Dan. We could have killed each other. So what? You'd get on your horse and ride away. What do we read to you? I shall do exactly that. Keep that in mind. I'm not perfect. I detest this so much that I could kill. Oh, shit. This is gonna make Shannon hate us. Shit. This is the one, dare her. I'll take your words to heart, Icon. You turn around to see Shannon looking at you with poorly concealed anger. That was the best option, I think. I'd rather keep Bola than Shannon. Anyway, Shannon is a fucking concern. Nope, we did that already. Now we're done. Let's see how our stats are. See if we forget to level up. We're good. I haven't even put you in... Oh, yeah, she's an assassin despite carrying like a huge fuck-off scimitar. I'm gonna talk to him. I brought him up to speed and explained that we're going to Burkana. Nice nip-nips, dude. And that we are companions by chance. The Ents saw part of the fight and he's out of your sword skills. We want to ask a question, I'll translate it for you. However, the Ents will soon master our tongue. Why are we unable to control our swords? The Ents listens to Reed's translation and says several words in reply. His voice is odd. Too soft for a man. Like this little detail. The swords were the god's gift to the Ents. See the rings in his fingers? Nope. Goddamn, small things like that. If they control the sword, trying them on would be a waste of time. These swords are like hands. You can cut them off, but you can't graft them to another body. Do they get here? The Ents listens. Is this necessary? He doesn't know. He was guarding the menhirs, much like ours, just yesterday under his homeland's scorching sun. Today he finds himself here. He's confused, but credits all that happens to the will of the gods. Oh, because the game needed us to. For what this... for the game for which we are playing. What are they? They must protect the menhirs and pour blood over them in libation, to fill them with power and appease the gods. If the gods deem the sacrifice sufficient, they'll grant these lands to the Enses. Well, I got nothing. Cameron starts speaking almost immediately. Pressing his palm to his chest, he points at your companions. He claims that I lifted a veil from his eyes and the skies were ablaze in his homeland. It could happen here as well. He hopes to stop some of his kin, but is ready to fight them, if need be. Why does he wear a mask? Why does he wear the mask? Nobody took me seriously until I put it on. Yeah. The Enses wear masks so that the servants of the gods do not know their faces. These servants are called the Umbra. We call them the Reapers. Umbra Reapers, Umbra Reapers, Umbra Reapers. They're too dangerous even as masters. The Ents wants to preserve his true self. Let him come with us. He understood you, Icon. Okay, so now we got that star thing. We've walked under. We're good. Did we actually heal him? Oh my god, we did not fucking heal him because we didn't wait for him in the conversation. That's so stupid. I guess you're just staying wounded. That's so fucking stupid. I'm so irritated at the small things this game ignores. Also, we have another line, dude, so that's fine. More walk. Good. Let's make that free. Oh my god, I'm so fucking annoyed. I'm gonna try again, see if it heals him. Small details, man.
Not everyone made it to the top. But among those who did, nobody managed it by sheer luck.
I hate these. I hate a lot about this game, but I also like a lot about this game. It's very annoying. Foreign Escape, we're back with the rally. Foreign's Escape doesn't agree with you, but you're surprised the others do not look upset either. Their grim look seems forced. Tell me, Shaq, have you already sent anyone after Foreign? Well, it's new in the city. Sorry to disturb you, but you gotta understand. We're not here of our own accord. Royal orders. Almost. We came searching for Prince Ho, but now that he's been found, we have to figure out what to do. Do us a favor and tell us what's going on. Something is afoot. For one thing, Thorn flees, then Bran Victi leaves Ursus in a hurry with all his men, not telling anyone where he was headed. Good riddance. He isn't comfortable riding, they say. Got kicked in his privates. What do you have against Victi Jr.? Real meddler, that's what he is. He persuaded the king to let his mercenaries patrol the streets, while my own men guard the palace and mop up abominations in the woods. As a result, there have been several scuffles lately, and failed casualties too. I'll be damned. Were any citizens killed? Praise the gods, nobody, but it was scary. The thugs tried to stop Thorn, but they were no match for him. They all perished, and let me tell you, had it been the other way around, I wouldn't have let that slug Bran escape the city. Wait a moment. You're saying that if it were not for Bran's men, Thorn could have run into your guards? Oh, it makes sense. If it ain't a Bran Victi one, you know how to ruin a moment, Ake. It would be the Bran. By all indications, his own lady bodyguard. You've seen the smart twin girls hanging around him, haven't you? One of them's done it. Bran jailed her without my knowledge, but she's not in her cell right now. She escaped with her sister in Thorn. Oh, you can't be thinking that Bran conspired with Thorn. They are ancient enemies and cannot stand each other. No, it's something more devious. It's devious as it is. Something doesn't quite add up. Would Bran set Thorn free only to chase him across the city afterwards? Perhaps the girls had quarreled with Victi and then helped Thorn escape just to spite Bran. Could be. This is as clear as mud, I gather. Bran's going to chase Thorn now. He's lost so many men already, and all for nothing. Are you going to send anyone after Thorn? I'm gathering a company, but slowly. My men are still busy purging the abominations from the outskirts. I've sent word via pigeon post to everyone involved, but I'm in no rush to set up myself. I'll wait for Prince Trig and do as he decides. Wasn't we avenged spilt royal blood? God's willing, Prince Ho will recover. You can judge Thorn's actions then. It wasn't Thorn who spilt his blood, and if he doesn't, chaos will break loose, and all our plans will go awry. What fucking plans? We searched the house where Thorn had been hiding, but found no trace of Gleda, nor of Unda's daughter Philia. We haven't seen at the gate. Then again, stranger things have happened recently. May I examine that house? I might find a clue. A clue wouldn't hurt. I started digging into the matter, and turned out that nobody had seen Unda for the past several years. Nor is anyone certain about her daughter, Philia, either. We can go to your house straight away if you'd like. Well, let's visit. Let's get out of here. Let's end this conversation. Fuck. Why are you looking at me as I'm the one hanging in the balance? Are you going to offer a deal? I've heard that you're unbribable. So it cannot be about the money. What is it then? How can I be of service to you, Commander of the Guard? I asked around about you, Hopper. You're a man of many talents, it seems. I have a favor to ask of you. Don't worry, no town hall breaking is involved, but you are a healer, aren't you? Could you take a look at our prince? His helmet is awfully strange. Perhaps you could heal him. I would happily do it, considering the trust His Highness put in me. But aren't the best physicians already treating the prince? I'll also point out that nobody would let a vagabond such as myself anywhere near the palace. Even if I were to offer my services, His Majesty would surely shoo me off. Damn right. Court physicians are so full of themselves they eat their own spatulas before they let anyone off the street visit the prince. At this rate, we'll overtreat him to death, and they're doing just that right now. Even sorcerers licensed by the temple couldn't help one damn bit. This is not a conversation that should be taking this long. Wait a moment. Why did they bring in the sorcerers? Is Prince Ho's ailment of a magical nature? That's as much as these quacks managed to figure out. Look, listen. Didn't the cardinal himself carry out the rubble in his arms? You must be very useful, and you know a lot about enchantments. You also seem trustworthy, which is why I've turned to you. I'm ready to examine Prince Ho. It's my healer's duty, and I'll do it without pay. We need to find way of getting to the prince's chambers, though. I gathered blah 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 blah. If you like, you can see Unda while you're waiting. Hopper, I have no desire to visit Unda her daughter. I'd rather take on 100 Frisian daughters and have a staring contest for a single witch. I'll wait for you here. Fair enough. It's not like you're doing anything. Fuck off. Oh, God. I just lost my patience there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can subscribe to your Dark Fluffy Cloud channel so you don't miss a thing. While waiting for your next episode, you can like the video, you can share it, leave a comment, you can do all those nice things more, but you don't have to do anything I say. Not the boss of you, who I am is Patinator, and I'll see you later.